Writer Susan describes an incident in her book Quiet. The incident she describes involves a teacher who assigns a task to her students. The teacher asks her students to read different topics. After assigning the topics, they must explain them to the entire class. The next day, they present their topics in detail. However, there is one student who listens carefully to the others and takes notes. When it's his turn to present, he says, "I didn't read any topic." This makes the teacher very angry. She scolds him and reprimands him in front of the whole class. The teacher announces that there will be a written test the next day on the topics discussed. Surprisingly, the next day, the student who was scolded submits his answer sheet first. When the teacher checks it, she is shocked. He scored full marks. She asks him, "Did you study all day yesterday?" The student replies, "No, teacher, I only studied for 10 minutes. The teacher, even more surprised, asks, "Then how did you get full marks?" The student explains, "Instead of talking randomly while others were presenting their topics, I listened carefully. Because I paid attention, I remembered everything." When the teacher checks the other students' answer sheets, she finds that they had studied for 3 to 4 hours, yet their scores were lower than the quiet students. This incident shows how powerful silence can be when used correctly. Many people say that to succeed in life, you must be an extrovert or have excellent social skills. But in reality, world-famous figures like Elon Musk, Bill Gates, and Mark Zuckerberg identify as introverts. They don't enjoy talking much with others, but they are incredibly smart. This doesn't mean you must be an introvert to succeed. In an interview, Bill Gates once said, "If you're clever, you can learn to get the benefits of being an introvert, like being willing to go off for a few days and think about a tough problem. Read everything you can and push yourself to think deeply. Then, if you come up with something, you better learn what extroverts do. You better hire some extroverts and tap into both sets of skills." In short, embrace the advantages of being an introvert, solve problems, think deeply, but also learn extroverted skills. Combining both will lead to success. 5 situations where staying silent is best. 1. Silence makes you powerful. French King Louis XIV, who ruled for 72 years, was known for his quiet and reserved personality. His silence intimidated those around him. When someone brought him bad news, he would simply say, "I shall see," and remain silent. This made people fear and respect him more. When 2 people speak, the one who talks less is often seen as more powerful. 2. Silence boosts creativity. Albert Einstein, a genius and an introvert, once said, "The monotony and solitude of a quiet life stimulate the creative mind." People who work alone often break limits and even set world records, while those who always work in groups stay within boundaries. 3. Don't speak when you lack knowledge. A man once read a book on flying and thought he could pilot a plane. He took off successfully but crashed during landing because he had half knowledge. If you don't fully understand something, stay silent. Half knowledge is dangerous. 4. Avoid gossip. If someone speaks badly about others behind their back, don't participate. Walk away or stay silent. If you can't say something good about someone, don't say anything at all. 5. Stay silent when someone is angry. If someone yells at you, responding angrily will escalate the conflict. Instead, staying silent makes the other person calm down faster and earns you respect. Silence is the best response to anger. Silence, when used wisely, can make you powerful, creative, and respected. Knowing when to speak and when to stay quiet is a key skill in life. Thank you for watching, and I hope you found this valuable. Thank you so much for taking the time to listen and watch. We will be sharing life tips and valuable business advice for you, so please like and subscribe. Also, don't forget to hit the notification bell, so you'll be notified whenever we upload a new video. Thank you all and have a nice day.